All right, let's get right into it. We are going to try and decode the future of advertising today. We're breaking down Growthway Advertising's roadmap for what an AI-powered world looks like in 2026. I mean, what does it really mean when AI stops being just another tool and becomes the actual core of your marketing strategy? Let's find out.
So right off the bat, we run into this huge disconnect at the heart of the AI revolution. Just look at these numbers. On one side, you have a staggering 98% of companies saying, yep, we're pouring more money into AI. But then you look at the other side, and only half the people who are supposed to be using these incredible tools actually feel prepared. This is what we call the adoption implementation gap, and honestly, it's the biggest challenge and maybe the biggest opportunity in the industry today.
So to make sense of this gap, Growthway gives us a really simple framework: crawl, walk, run. Let's start right at the beginning, at stage 1, the crawl stage. This is all about exploration, right? Taking those first kind of tentative steps into a much bigger world. And let's be real, this is where most of us are at right now.
So what does crawling actually look like? Well, it sounds a lot like this quote here. It's that experimental phase. Your team is using tools that are easy to get your hands on, like chatbots, for pretty straightforward stuff, generating some ad copy, brainstorming a few ideas. The data shows something like 70% of agencies are right here in this stage, just dipping their toes in the water.
But, even this first stage has its roadblocks. And what's really interesting here is that the top concern isn't some crazy technical skill gap. Nope. It's data privacy at 41%. Right behind that is the sheer amount of time and training it takes to get everyone up to speed. And then you've got this cluster of other issues, like having way too many different tools to keep track of, that's tool sprawl, and trying to make AI work with older systems.
And all of this leads to probably the single most important rule of this whole phase. You have to remember this. AI is an incredible jumpstart, but it is not the source of truth. With 43% of marketers reporting that AI can spit out incorrect info, human oversight is absolutely non-negotiable. You have to be the final check for accuracy, for brand voice, and for that spark of original insight.
Okay, so let's move on to the next stage and see how this all builds. This is where we go from just playing around to actually building a real system. The walk stage is all about creating an infrastructure, a foundation where AI becomes a deliberate, integrated part of your marketing engine.
And building that engine really rests on these 5 pillars. It all starts with deep integration, hooking AI into your CRM and your data. Then, you've got to have clear policies for how and when to use it, solid security vetting to protect everything, frameworks to actually measure if it's working, and finally, programs to train your team. See, this is how you build an AI operating system, not just a random collection of cool apps.
And does all this work actually pay off? Oh, absolutely. Just take a look at Adjicap. They're a cash management platform. By building a real AI system to automate their sales research, they saved a mind-blowing 750 hours of manual work every single week. That's not just a little efficiency boost. That's a fundamental change to how they operate.
And here's another awesome example that really drives home the impact on speed. Aerotech, a precision manufacturer, started using AI-driven sales sequences, and they cut their deal closing time in half, a 50% reduction. This just proves that when you build that foundation, AI doesn't just make you a little faster, it can completely change how quickly your business moves and grows.
And now we get to the final stage, running with AI. Okay, this is the visionary stuff, the future. This is where AI isn't just supporting your strategy, it's driving the strategy. We're talking about the world of the AI native agency, where the very foundation of how we work is rebuilt around these intelligent systems.
So in this run stage, human roles don't just vanish. No way. They evolve into something much more strategic. The focus shifts from doing the work to designing the system that does the work. So instead of just writing copy, you become an AI prompt strategist, an expert in asking the perfect questions. Instead of just analyzing data, you're an AI data trainer, literally teaching the system what good looks like. It's a whole new world of jobs.
So what's the ultimate goal here? What's the final destination for this whole journey? It's this right here, the death of the generic ad. In an AI-native world, every single ad can be dynamically tailored to what a person is feeling or needing in that exact moment. Hyper-personalization on a scale that used to be pure science fiction is about to become the new standard.
Okay, so we've seen the whole journey, from crawl all the way to run. It's exciting, but it can also feel a little daunting, right? So the big question is, how do you figure out where you are right now? Well, this next part is a super practical model to help you find your own starting line. Take a look at this maturity model and just see which one of these key indicators really hits home for you.
Are you in the exploration stage, where the phrase is, we're playing with ChatGPT? Or are you maybe at the integration stage, where you can honestly say, AI optimizes our daily bids? Or maybe you're already in transformation, where AI is predicting the future and shaping your entire roadmap. Just be honest about where your team really is today.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? The roadmap to 2026 isn't about buying one piece of software. It's about a strategic evolution, from just experimenting to building a deep infrastructure and finally completely transforming how you connect with people. We've laid out the map for you. The only question left is, where are you going to begin?